Yo, 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 what is going on, Mr. Laert?
What up? How's it going, Roy?
Excellent, excellent. A lot to talk about, huh? About this
Yeah,
crazy transfer market.
a lot
A
of talks, a
lot.
lot of talks. And what's going on, man? There is 9 people already watching the show,
Hey,
and
what's up, guys?
I like this one already. That's
Roy's Mercato Madness show. Yeah. So today we're just going to talk about the various rumors, the various ideas, the various names. We're just going to have our opinions. Um, at this point, I think something else that we kind of forget about is that there's 3 months left. Laird, 3 months. We have the whole of June, the whole of July, all the way up to August, and already in a week there's so much to talk about, so many names, so many options. So I honestly think that whatever we talk about this week is almost going to be completely different from what is actually going to happen in a month. But
yeah,
this is what we have to work with. So it is what it is.
Buonasera, raga. Actually,
Buonasera, Carlo.
I'm curious to ask people where they're from and whatever, which country they live. Just put a flag over there. I'm just curious to see our followers or who is commenting and looking at the video, where they're from, and stuff like this. I'm curious to see, because Carlo Moretti is definitely from Italy, but
Carlo Moretti from Italy lives in Scotland.
He lives in Scotland. Okay, I didn't know that. And is this a Danish flag? Sorry, this one. That's a Danish flag.
Nice. Kjaer.
Nice. What we have here?
Nice.
This is is that the sky of Scotland, the grey sky of Scotland?
Nice.
Transylvania.
Vampire.
That's a region of Romania, man.
Yeah,
which is in between. I think there is Hungarian people living there as well. Mexico, yeah, remember that. Mexico. We have here. Oh, what is that? It's a Saudi flag, and
Malaysia, right? Skillerd is Malaysia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think.
Yeah, Simon Kier, definitely. Still black flags from Carlo Moretti. I don't know why. It's like it doesn't recognize any.
Born in Molise. Look at that.
Born in Molise. Do you know that thing about the Molise, that no one really knows where is Molise, but actually it's just a joke, because everyone knows where is Molise. Living in Canada.
Molise is what, the second smallest region in Italy, or the first? I think it's
no, it's not small. It's just it's in the middle between Puglia and Campania, and Calabria.
Right.
But because it's a bit on the side, and you have to go to Molise. You don't really go to Molise because you're going somewhere else. But it's a beautiful region, by the way. It's insane.
Yeah. There's Campobasso, Termoli, Isernia.
Yes. Living in Canada, so I've been in Canada, Montreal. Beautiful. Manchester, England.
Nice. Forza Milan.
Nice. Forza Milan. Where is it? United States.
The US. Trinidad and Tobago, Ricardo.
Oh, Trinidad and Tobago. Oh my God, all around the world. That's insane. Libya as well.
Oh, international, man.
That's international. That's what is AC Milan, man. That's all about the world, and
yeah.
That's cool.
That's excellent. Sweden. Look at this. Texas.
Is that a real place? No, I'm kidding.
San Antonio. Wow.
San Antonio. Brazil. I'm Lord
Nice,
Krunic.
nice. That's awesome.
Okay, I want to ask a question to Lord Krunic. Who was the worst Brazilian player that played for AC Milan?
Huh.
That's a difficult question because we had pretty good Brazilians playing. But who was
Hmm.
the worst? The one
I
that.
have.
What is your name, Roy?
I think. It has to be Rocky Jr. No.
I was thinking the same. I was thinking the same, but I was actually thinking maybe there was another one worse than him. You know what?
Who?
I'll put Kaká brother.
Oh.
Yeah, I
That's
think he was the worst. I think he was worse than Rocky Jr.
nice.
Emerson. Ah, yeah, Oliveira was.
Emerson, Oliveira, man.
Had a poor season. Luis Adriano is a cool player. Come on,
Luis Adriano.
it just ended up in the banter era of AC Milan, but Luis Adriano was good.
I completely forgot about Luis Adriano, man.
Oh, Luis Adriano was 2013, 2014, something like that.
Yeah, I completely forgot about it.
Oliveira had a bad season. Yeah, he wasn't good enough for AC Milan. Emerson, end of career. I don't think he was bad.
Oliveira came in as soon as Inzaghi or Shevchenko was out. Did he come in for Shevchenko or Inzaghi, Oliveira? Oliveira was either the substitute or one of those two players. I can't remember. But it didn't work out.
Help me out with this flag, man. I know the Italian one. Which one is the other one? It's
I can't.
Oh, I cannot. I don't know. Please, guys, help us out. We are quite ignorant in terms of flags. Sorry,
I can't
guys.
see it. Hold on,
and it's quite small, to be fair. I don't see the details. So, is Robinho in jail? Oh, I don't know these guys. I don't want to talk about this stuff. But Robinho was good as a player. I don't know as a human being. I'm not judging people. That's the last thing. I'll judge people as a player. Sri Lanka, somebody is saying.
Nice.
Can be.
Robinho was he was man. Remember that? What was it? That season, Robinho was like missing so many goals, right?
Oh yeah,
I think
crazy.
There's the first season he came in, he was like missing so many open goals. Yes, that's what it was. Like the tap-ins, every time he was in front of goal, he would miss it. He would miss kick it. It hit a post. Yeah.
Is that a French flag? Or an Irish one? It's a French. Because the blue, I don't see the blue. If it's a blue or green. Sorry, I'm blind. But it's a French flag. Oh yeah, I remember this, man. I remember this. Well, he was so shit that I forgot about Sheva. To be fair, he was so shit that was like, I was focused on how shit he was than why Sheva left. People want to talk about Gianluigi Donnarumma.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about a little bit of that. So,
I heard that Mino is back to Milanello and having a chat with the boys.
Raiola?
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently, if these reports are true, Raiola went back to Maldini and kind of got on his knees and begged for reconsideration.
Did he beg him or he suck him?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Well, you can put this
on. Now, I don't think this is gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think it's too late. I think honestly, I'll say something controversial. I would like it to happen. I would like to see Donnarumma back in Milan.
I would love, if we were a rich club, man, but we are not. I would love to sign him for 3 million a season and keep him in a bench and sell him after 2 years. I want to
That's
ruin his career. I want to ruin his career. I want to give a signal to all the players that Mino Raiola is the worst agent ever. But we're never gonna do that, and I know Maldini is not that type of person. Maldini
no, it's not gonna.
say this ship is gone. Go and play Europa League with Tottenham.
I think it's gone. I think the ship has left. I don't see. I don't see it happening.
Just go and play for Tottenham in Europa League, man, or for Arsenal. Enjoy You're good at the Europa League. You've done it so many times. Go there.
Yeah. Right. You hear that Conte might be going to Tottenham?
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna happen.
Conte to Tottenham, huh? Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen. Like maybe they could get him back and exchange him. Get him use him as an exchange player for someone. But it's not.
The problem is if we sign Donnarumma, no one wants to get Donnarumma anyway, because he's a free agent and no one is getting him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy how this happened. I mean, I just don't understand how it got to this. Either one person somewhere there really screwed up, unless that conspiracy theory I had is true. But I'm not really considering that. I'm just going by what we see, what we hear right now. Either Raiola really screwed up or Donnarumma really screwed up. It's one of them two. Because the situation now with this report coming out on ESPN too, it kind of looks miserable, man. It looks like a miserable attempt to convince Milan to reconsider.
I was listening to Gab Marcotti, I think a week ago, when actually AC Milan got Mike, and they said we're not going to renew Donnarumma, and Gab was saying that there is a rumor saying that Raiola went to Milanello and talked to Maldini, to Casa Milan and talked to Maldini, and kind of not begging him, but kind of reconsidering to sign him for 8 million, the money we offer them, and probably they're gonna go for 6. But I don't think Maldini is gonna sign him, man. It's done. It's like they tried to bluff with AC Milan. They completely got it wrong. They thought that we're gonna get these guys. They're gonna give us 10 million, and whatever they. So I think it's finished.
Yeah, that's the feeling I have too.
It's finished. Just go, man. Just go to Tottenham and play the Europa League for another few years. Just grow up. Realize what you've done. You have to pay for your mistakes. You and me, no, I don't care.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
A young player now is gonna think twice before to get Mino Raiola as an agent. He's gonna think twice now because he's making a mess with all these players.
Yeah. Even like in Manchester United, I listen sometimes to the Manchester United guys that came to visit us here on RossonARi TV. All of them are talking shit about Pogba because they don't like Raiola. Everywhere he goes, the player that he represents has a problem with the fans.
Yeah, I don't understand why he wants to make money with every player. Just make a normal fee. And when you see, of course, the deal, let's say, with everyone wants your player, and there is a bid, of course you can put your fee over there and say, you know what, everyone wants this player, but the team is going together is the one who's going to pay me the most. You can do that, but don't start to bluff with AC Milan saying, oh, I have 5 big teams that want Donnarumma. Yeah, sure. Where is these big teams now? Your player is going to Euro without a team.
And it's so unrealistic to pay a goalkeeper that kind of money. A goalkeeper that hasn't even won anything. He's just won 1 trophy. He's 22, and you want to give him 10? Like, who the fuck is going to give him 10 million? It's absolutely crazy.
And 20 million to Raiola. That's the madness of all this deal. The madness is all about Raiola wants 20 million, like he owns the player. You don't own the player, man. You're not a club and you own the player. The player is free. You're representing the player. So get your commission. 3, 5, 10%, whatever you agree with Donnarumma in the beginning, what is your commission? But you're not getting 20 million just because you are the agent.
I mean, guys, imagine that. Imagine that we can't get like a Berardi because we had to give 20 million to fucking Raiola. Like what? That just no way.
No way. 20 million is our right wing. Exactly, you're right. I didn't realize that 20 million is our right wing. And we get Raiola, you a player that we own already. That's fucked up. Sorry. I hope we're not gonna lose those £2 we make for this video. Oh my god.
It's absolutely crazy, man. And it's really sad. The way it came to be is really sad. I feel sorry for Donnarumma because he made a mess out of his situation.
Oh, that's a good one. Keep him and loan into Udinese. Oh my god.
Keep him and switch him with Berardi.
Yeah, go and play for Sassuolo, man. Go and play the Europa League with Sassuolo. Opinion on Paquetá?
Paquetá, I mean, he did well in Lyon, right? He seems to be doing well. You know what? The problem that I had with Paquetá is that his team link up wasn't that great. Sometimes he'd hold the ball too long and it would just kind of go nowhere. And you could tell that like he should minimize his touches. You know, instead of doing 4 touches every time, bring it down to 2, bring it down to 3. You know.
Yeah, I think you're completely right. I've seen Paquetá a lot of games, and that was his big mistake at that time. He was holding the ball for no reason. And at that time I was thinking, is his problem or is the fact that the team is disorganized and he doesn't know where to give that ball because there is no an organization. So I would be really curious to see Paquetá playing in this AC Milan team. Probably he will perform a bit better and he will know where to put the ball and when to release it. But I guess we're never going to see that. I guess we're never going to know. And it's a bit of a shame because I think Paquetá has more quality than Çalhanoğlu.
Oh yeah, for sure. Offensively, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's more quality. But and at the end, he wasn't happy at all at AC Milan. He wasn't happy.
And he headbutted with who did he headbutt with? Gianpaolo. Gianpaolo said something like he's too Brazilian, or which is pretty much saying what we're saying. He was saying like he's not. He was just playing too many touches, but Gianpaolo said he's too Brazilian. Paquetá thought that was racist, and he accused him of that. And so that was another great little stunt from.
Yeah, especially it's so bad to say it publicly because it's like it's such an old cliche anymore. It's really old cliche because.
And then the other thing is like, yo, Brazilians won 5 World Cups, man. Like, what? That's not saying a player is too Brazilian shouldn't be a critique.
Yeah,
it should be the opposite. Yeah, Gianpaolo was just terrible, just absolutely terrible. Opinion of the Papu Gomez link. Let's talk about this. This is a good one.
So first of all, there is a lot of comments here. People are going wild. Thank you guys. We love you. And we're going to try to answer all of them, at least involve everyone. But Papu Gomez, me and Roy, we like him. He is a quality player. He's 32, if I'm not wrong. So he has that age that you're not sure to invest on him. But it is a good thing. What I heard from these reports that means 20 million and we get rid of Samu Cassier. So that's a good deal for me. You put a quality, experienced player like Papu that actually can help Brahim Diaz develop. in that position if he comes back. And second thing, it means there is no one on that right wing, and we need to get one. So it's a good signal. So that's interesting. What do you think, Roy?
Yeah, man. I'm all about this operation. And the thing about this operation, that this operation is most likely, real. The link is real, because I found out that the agent of Papu Gomez is the same agent as Daniel Maldini. So of course Maldini and the agent of Papu Gomez talk, because that's his son. So of course they talk. Now, from what I heard, Papu Gomez is not happy where he is at. He wants to go back to Italy. So the agent has offered him to various clubs, not just Milan, Inter, Juventus, probably Roma, Lazio, who knows. But he has a restaurant in Bergamo, so that's the region of Lombardy. So he probably wants to go back to Lombardy. So his preferred destination would probably be either Inter or AC Milan. Now it's 20 million. We get Papu Gomez plus 20 million because of Suso, right?
Yes, Suso and Casti. Basically, we're getting few money from the Suso operation and few money for Casti. I think it's 10 million for Casti, another 10 million they need to give us for Suso and Papu Gomez to close the deal.
Yeah.
Which I don't mind. I think Casti, in another economy, Casti you could sell it a bit more, but this is the situation right now, so get the most out of it. Papu is the right player for us. He's a quality player. He's an AC Milan player, in my opinion. He's a good bench player. You need someone to solve you the problem in 20 minutes. Technique, danger. You see Papu, get in, man. It's a nice backup,
Yeah, and he can start games too, especially in the first half of the season. We got Champions League, Scudetto, Coppa Italia. We're gonna need a heavy rotation, and this guy can play. This guy can play. He can create nothing. He can create something out of nothing. So, and it's a win-win. We get Papu Gomez plus 20 million. Samu Castillejo goes to Sevilla. We take care of the Suso deal. This is a win-win operation. It should be official today. I'm saying I wish it was official today, because it's such a win-win operation, and you can use that 20 million to go for Berardi, if on the other wing, right? Or De Paul. So if Çalhanoğlu leaves, we're going to go for De Paul, so we're going to use that money for De Paul. So this is the Papu Gomez operation to me seems like a win-win operation. I don't see why they wouldn't make it happen.
We agree with this. I just want to answer to this comment, and I see about Donnarumma that the management should have give him ultimatum last summer. I disagree with this comment for a simple reason. You need to be clever in this situation. You need to go top 4, and you need a top player in as a goalkeeper. So you keep the guy happy, and you tell him, okay, I'm gonna renew to you. So that's a political game. So it's not just because he refused us in the summer to renew his contract, but there was a lot of political game to make in that moment. Maldini thought like this: okay, I need a top goalkeeper to go top 4 this season. So I'm gonna keep him happy. I'm gonna tell him, okay, let's talk about this contract and let's get it done at the end of the season if we go in Champions League. So I think that choice was a perfect choice for the last summer. At the end of the season to this season, AC Milan gave him everything. He gave him the Champions League. He gave him the 8 million. He gave him everything. The captain ban, and he said no. So stop saying it's the fault of the management for that. Stop saying that. Go and support Inter if you want to keep saying that. Because that's not the fault of Maldini or Massara or whatever. We gave him everything he wanted. That's it. On the other side, he doesn't have any offer, and he's telling us, I have a lot of offers, so you have to give me 10, 12 million. You have to pay my agent 20 million. No. So Donnarumma talk is done. What do you think, man?
Yeah, man, they screwed that up, man. Donnarumma, he and Raiola screwed that up. They screwed that up. Because, I mean, you are given the opportunity to be the captain of Milan. We're talking about the one of the biggest teams in world football, guys, not just in Italy. We're talking about world football, a team that, you know, loves to compete for the Champions League, a team that has such a great tradition in that tournament and so much heart. And you're given the opportunity to be the captain of that team, and you're like, no, I want 12 million, I want 10 million. Shut the fuck up, Donnarumma. You are nobody. You are nobody.
And your agent is nobody.
Right, Milan made you. It's not the other way around. The guy should have been humble. He should have said, "I'll take 4 million, and I will be the captain of this team with pleasure." But unfortunately, you know, he's not like that. That's not who he is. I think maybe it has to come down to the family too. Maybe the parents are very like business orientated, and for them, the more important thing is the money. They probably think like, who cares about Milan? Milan could fail, and then you know, like, you secure your future and the generation of the generation, whatever. So maybe that's what's going on with them. But if I don't agree with that, he should have gone with Milan. Yeah.
Manchester United fans here, man. Thank you for following us, guys, and Forza Milan, because it's the you know, Manchester United versus AC Milan is a great thing, and we're gonna see that probably in Champions League next season. And what do you think about Dalot, Roy?
I would do it. I would keep him. Now I know that it's that Manchester United is asking 17 million, and that's a lot.
You're not gonna get that from us, man. Keep asking.
Right. So 17 million is just too much. If he comes to Milan, it has to be significantly less. But I like the player. I thought he did a good job, and he's doing great in the under-21. He started against Italy, and that Portugal beat Italy, and yeah, I would like him to stay, but obviously not at 17 million. That would be ridiculous. What about you, Larry?
Oh yeah, another loan is perfect, or give it to us for a really cheap price. Yeah, that's the key. You're not gonna do anything with Dalot. I know that for sure. Manchester United is not doing anything with Dalot. The economy is down. The football economy, the world economy is down. Dalot price in a normal economy was 20 million. Right now is 7 million. That's the value of the player. It's 7 million. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not an under 20 wing. Fullback. He's a second choice for an incredible fullback like Theo Hernandez, or he's a second choice for Sandro for Juventus, or second choice for Hakimi on the right. He's a second choice. That's the price. 7 million plus bonuses. You want to do it plus bonuses, but that's the price. Keep it, man. You want to pay salary for another year? Keep it. You want to give it to us for another year loan? That's perfect.
Yeah, and if Manchester United wants to do another loan, for example, an option to buy, not obligation to buy, but option to buy, I think yes. Because Dalot, from what I'm hearing from his camp, is like, I don't think I'm going to have any space in Manchester United. I like Milan. I connected with the players there. He said Milan is a special club. He said he learned a lot there. He learned a lot about tactics, about positioning. So he embedded himself well in the Milan camp. So, yeah, give the guy another chance.
Yeah, I want to say hi to all the new members. Mar Diaz, tell us where you're from and how did you find us. And Forza Milan. What else do we have here? What is it? Carlo Moretti. Okay, no. Here is a Donnarumma thing. Guys, don't fight for Donnarumma. He's a millionaire without a squad. So we guys still have to be friends with each other and keep up with the RossonARi family. Yeah, Donnarumma's back. I don't. We say we don't think so, man. Don't worry. We're not gonna have Raiola and Milanello for a
I
long
don't think
time.
so. It is possible that in the future, maybe in 2 or 3 years, something can happen. Comes back, maybe. Who knows? But now, no. I think it's done. The train has gone.
Yeah, no, the train is gone. Yeah, in 2 3 years. Uh, but still, even in 2 3 years, getting back the paying for that player, we find that player. Raiola should pay us 20 million. We found
Right.
Donnarumma. We grow. Donnarumma comes from the academy of AC Milan.
Yeah.
He come inside Milanello and says, "Do you want to be my player? I'm gonna be your agent." He stole it from us, and now he's asking 20. That's a joke. For me, they should put a picture on Milanello. Raiola is not allowed to get in this place.
Right.
That's
Right.
it. It's insane.
Yeah.
Bernardeschi Romagnoli, what do you think, man?
Hmm. So there's a rumor here about a swap deal for Bernardeschi and Romagnoli. Um, if we can't get to Berardi and we can get to other players, I think it is an option. We'll see how he does in the Euros. In Juventus, we don't really see Bernardeschi because Bernardeschi there's so many other players in front of him. But we saw that in Fiorentina when you put him in a central role, in the locker room and in on the field, he's very good. Yeah, Fiorentina, he was very good, and it depends on how he gets managed. It depends on how he gets used. I think there's a lot of potential there. So if Berardi can't happen, if let's say other players can't happen, Bernardeschi is one of the last options. Yeah, I'll do it.
I don't think it's gonna happen because they renew the contract of Chiellini for another year, and they renew the contract of Bonucci as well. So basically, they cannot afford to put another defender from outside Juventus. So
Right.
Bernardeschi, probably they tried the deal, and AC Milan told them, "Okay, I'll do the deal, but Bernardeschi is earning 7 million a year, and I'm not gonna pay him 7 million a year. I'm gonna pay him 3 million and a half, top, let's say." And Bernardeschi is like, "No, I'm not gonna close my contract now and get paid less or half. So I'm staying another year in Juventus, and I'll go for free next year." So it's not gonna happen. I don't think it's really. I'm really unlikely. Probably they can give it on loan and stuff like that, but I don't think. Pobega, I think is coming back because African Cup in January, and the two beasts we have in the middle, they are leaving us for the tournament.
1 month.
1 month. So Pobega, Tonali, and probably Krunic is gonna be our options in the middle. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Now, one thing I did hear about Pobega is that one of the things I heard is that Pobega, they don't see him as a midfielder that can play in pivot as in two. So maybe they're looking to use him as an exchange player for someone else. But now it seems like that is kind of I'm not hearing that anymore. So I don't know, but I don't know if Pobega is going to be at Milan. At this point, I'm not sure. But I do know that Milan definitely needs to get midfielders. They definitely need. So Tonali, there's the story about Tonali. There's a lot actually to talk about Tonali.
Yeah.
But let's do that a little bit later. As far as Raspadori, today, freaking Mancini said Raspadori is going to be the Giuseppe Rossi of the tournament. I mean, first of all, like, why would you give that pressure on that player? I mean, what a stupid thing to do. I really disagree with what Mancini said today. You literally said that this player can become the Giuseppe Rossi of the tournament. I don't know. It seems like they have a lot of faith on this player. He seems to have done very well. He scored against us, but from what I remember seeing Raspadori play, it wasn't anything special, I mean, he did kind of make Tomori look like an amateur in one goal there. But aside from the goals he scored, which are not even that many, I don't know. I don't think I have to see more to have a better opinion about him, to be honest with you.
So, Roy, there is this Patson Daka, which is from Zimbabwe, 23 years old, if I'm not wrong. 40 goals in Austria, which is quite impressive, just to think. And the price is 17 million, 18 or 20 million, whatever they're asking. There's a lot of big clubs going for that player. And what do you think?
I don't know the player. I don't know.
I don't know the player. The Austrian league is not the Serie A for sure, but doesn't mean anything. I believe if you can score 40 goals in any league, if you score 40 goals, there is something over there. I don't know if you're ready now for a big club or you need a transition period. But yeah, looks quite inviting. There is a lot of big clubs around. I don't think if he is gonna choose a club, I don't think AC Milan is gonna be his first choice. Let's say if he's the one he's going to choose.
Is he like a target man, like a center forward, like a tall kind of center forward, or is he like more of a immobile? What kind of style is he?
I'll tell you right now. Let me see. I haven't seen him play. He's quite tall. He's 185, so he's 6'5" or 6'4", something like that. So he's a target player. The previous year, he's done 27 goals this year. And 5 goals in the Austrian Cup, so 30 goals, not 40 goals. Somebody's saying 40 goals. 40 goals is a lot, man.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I can't really comment on him. I don't know.
Okay. Some people are happy with Papu Gomez and Berardi. Sorry for jumping some comments, guys. It's a lot, and we love that.
Yeah, Papu Berardi, that would be awesome. Hey, actually, I want to ask you, so Çalhanoğlu right now seems to be so they're going in for the kill. Milan wants to have a definitive answer by the end of it, so basically by tomorrow or in a few days. What are your opinions? Because if Çalhanoğlu does not sign, they're going all in for DePaul. And the thing about DePaul is that I'm listening to a lot of Italian tifosi Italiani from Italy. Everybody loves DePaul. They want this player more than he is the dream of most of the tifosi from Italy. At least that's what I'm seeing. But so, what do you think about this situation?
Okay, I'm not. I don't know anyone in the football industry that actually is so connected. So everything I'm saying right now is all my opinion.
Yeah.
So Çalhanoğlu is not gonna play anymore for AC Milan. What I'm seeing here is that AC Milan is not gonna give a contract to Çalhanoğlu. That thing is done. Because if you want to give a contract to Çalhanoğlu, if Çalhanoğlu wants to play for AC Milan, that thing is already you've done. You've signed the contract. You go to Euro. The whole strategy of Çalhanoğlu is to do a great Euro Cup and to get a big contract from a big club that is not AC Milan, maybe Juventus or maybe other Premier League clubs. He wants that 5, 6, 7, whatever million he wants. So he's not signing for AC Milan. AC Milan knows the value of the player, so even if he does a great Euro Cup, they're not gonna give 7 million to him. But probably somebody in Germany or Premier League, probably Premier League even more, some Arsenal or whatever, Everton, even Tottenham. You never know how Conte sees the player. So I don't think he's gonna.
He is the kind of player that Conte would use, actually.
Yeah,
he is a kind of player.
Yeah, he can be a midfielder on the 5. He plays 3-5-2 now. On those 5, he can be one of the midfielders.
Right. He definitely could be a good player for how Conte sees football. Even Inter, I guess. I guess. So Inzaghi, by the way, is official now. Yeah. Well, if that's what Çalhanoğlu is doing, he is risking big because Milan pretty much told him, "Look, you have this amount of time to decide. If you don't decide by this date, it's done. We're not considering you anymore. We're moving on to the next target." And if he has a shit Euro, the guy's in big trouble. So I'm sure the guy has a lot to think about right now. He had this offer from Qatar is real, and it's a huge offer, like 36 million in 3 years. That's some crazy money. So I'm pretty sure the guy is thinking, "Oh my God, should I keep on playing in European football and fight for the Champions League, or should I go and just retire early?" Pretty much. So he's faced with some crazy decisions to make, but they're giving him a deadline, and if he doesn't do it in the next few days, it's done. It's done. Çalhanoğlu story is over, or Çalhanoğlu's story continues.
Thank you
Honestly,
for the Man United fan there following us.
oh,
Go for it.
nice, awesome. Honestly, if I was Çalhanoğlu, I would fucking sign, man. Like what? He's all these players that want to move away from Milan right now are just make no sense. Are making no. The guy's making 2.5 million or something like that. Milan is offering almost half, 50. No, yeah, they're offering 4 million. It's like double of what you're making. Like, how much money do you freaking need, dude? How much money do you need?
It is crazy because they see players like Neymar, De Bruyne, and these players sign contracts of 20 million a year,
Yeah.
and they're like, damn, I want at least 7. And I understand their logic. It's like, oh shit, this is my last big contract because I'm 26, whatever, 27. After this, I'm going down. I'm not signing any other big contract. So, but man, you're not good enough. I'm sorry, man. You're not good enough. I know you. What is your reason you want to sign your big contract, but you're not good enough. And there is you can make two choices, or you go for the 4 million in a place that you know and you want to become a leader, or you risk it. You wait, you burn that bridge, the Milanello bridge, and you try the Premier League, just the Premier League, because I don't see any rich league at the moment paying someone like Çalhanoğlu more than 4 million. I don't see it, in my opinion. Everyone has their own trouble. Inter, Juventus, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Atletico Madrid as well. So I don't see in Germany. Usually they don't pay a lot in salaries apart from Bayern Munich, which is sorted. PSG doesn't need him as a player, so I don't see him going and getting those money apart from the Premier League. And I don't see the Premier League being really interested on him. And if somebody is following the Premier League more than us, please let us know.
I want to say something because I'm reading some of these comments here, like this one right here. I'm sharing out. Chala is not a game changer. Or, for example, Necklord says Çalhanoğlu would fail in any of the big English clubs. A lot of people think that Çalhanoğlu is not a good player or not good enough. I personally don't think that. I think if you're one of the best Turkish players, that means you're really good because Turkey produces some excellent players. And if you're one of the best Turkish players, you're definitely very good. But the thing is, like, the management doesn't see it that way. Pioli does not see it that way. So there is definitely a disconnect here. A lot of people are saying this guy's not good enough, but the coach of the team says this guy is who he wants. That's his number one priority. Like, that's who he would rather have. How do you contend with that? How do you contend with that? What do you say, Matt?
Well, in my opinion, that Çalhanoğlu is not their first option, because if Çalhanoğlu was their first option, they give him 7 million and that's it, or they give him 6. You want 7? I'll give you 6, and we close it.
I don't think that would be a good idea to do that, because if you give Çalhanoğlu 6 or 7, then that's going to create chaos in the locker room. I think 4 million is good, and if he doesn't accept it, then bye, see you. So I don't think that that 7 million would be a good idea. It would just create chaos.
No, I know, but if they think it's the best option for them, because you save money as well, because you don't need to buy a 20 million player or whatever, 40, 30, whatever it costs.
But in the long run, that's going to hurt you, because if Çalhanoğlu wants 7 million, then the next guy, he's going to say, I want 7 million too. I want 8 million. All of a sudden, the Tito Ingaji just rises up.
Yeah. I think it's not good enough, man. Maybe it's good in Premier League. You can play well because there is more space. There is not a lot of teams park the bus in Premier League, so Çalhanoğlu can have more space, and you don't need insane technical ability to perform in Premier League. Of course, on the top level to win the league or to go top 4, yeah, you need insane technical ability. But for 6 positions or on the overall league, you can play. You can play in Premier League. There is space. Teams are not. Everyone is trying to attack, so there is the tactical restriction is not a lot. So he can perform in Premier League in Germany as well. They play quite fair. There is no catenaccio in Germany. Spain as well is quite technical. So a player like Çalhanoğlu can perform pretty well in those leagues. In Italy, I've seen him really struggle when the defense is parking the bus.
Yeah, I know, Larry, and many people say the same thing. And it's strange to me that there's a big disconnect between a lot of the fans and the coach and some of the fans, because I don't agree with that assessment. Lucas says, Roy, what kind of logic is that? If he was Brazilian, I would agree, but Turkish? No, guys, the Turkish national team always has produced, great players, very good players. Obviously not in the same amount as maybe Brazil, but their players are good. Turkey is always a competitive team. Of course, they're not maybe the level of Germany or Spain or whatever, but we're still talking about a very high school of football.
Oh, there is a comment here that I saw Tonali.
Oh yeah,
So what do you think about Tonali? What's going on with Tonali, man?
Tonali. So there's a bunch of things about Tonali. So Brescia have asked, or rather, the idea now to maybe save some money on Tonali and use that money to buy one of their targets, and by doing that, they want to exchange Brescianini and someone else, and Colombo and Brescianini to Brescia in exchange for Tonali. So they will save some money and go for the target. Now Brescianini plays in I can't remember. Colombo, Cremonese, Brescianini, I can't remember. But that is an option that has come out in order to secure Tonali. The other thing that has come out about Tonali is Fiorentina. Fiorentina is interested in Tonali. So now there is a rumor, or there is an idea that maybe Milan might exchange Brescianini, Colombo for Tonali, save some money, and then use Tonali as an exchange player for Vlahovic.
Wow, that's madness. That's proper Roy transfer market madness.
It's a crazy, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So that's the last that I heard today, and I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Tonali is a player that we should probably keep in the midfield and grow him. Of course, Vlahovic is this player that Pioli really wants. Pioli really likes Vlahovic. He wants this player. So, but the thing about Vlahovic that he costs a lot, too much for Milan apparently. And so this is what they're trying to create, all these different kind of exchanges. I don't know. I would keep Tonali, to be honest with you. I would keep Tonali. What do you think?
Yeah, I will keep Tonali. I think we need to pay 25 million still to Brescia. So we paid 10. The overall was 35. So we need to pay 25 now. And those 25 needs to go right now, basically, or paid in different installment. Is a lot. 35 million for a player that is still not ready to be the first choice for AC Milan is a lot. And that's why I'm scared about the Paul deal as well, because we can end up a similar situation that, yeah, we pay 40 million a guy, and after a year we're like, oh shit, now we have to pay a guy that we're not gonna put as a first choice. I think Brescia is gonna go down with the price. We just need to be patient and wait. And yeah, I think maybe 20 million and a player, or 15 million and a player. That can be a great option. But 35 million overall, Tonali, no man, it's not worth it. And I don't think Fiorentina has those money. I think we are again on that. No, I think
Fiorentina wants him. Fiorentina wants him in exchange, and he could be put in the exchange with Vlahovic. So Fiorentina wouldn't be paying for it.
Yeah, but Fiorentina is going inside on the war, saying if AC Milan doesn't pay him, I'll pay him for him.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They want to do that as well. But I don't think Fiorentina has the money to pay more than 25 million for Tonali. And everyone is bluffing at the moment. And I think the guys in Milanello, in Casa Milan, knows that. They knew Donnarumma was bluffing. They know Udinese is bluffing for the Paul, so they're going to put the price down if we're going to get that player.
It's a game of poker.
Yeah, I think it's a game of poker because no one has money. Man, no one has money to pay these monies. It's just crazy. So if they really want to get rid of these players, they need to put the price down. If Brescia wants to get those 15, 20 million cash from AC Milan, they need to accept that offer and move on, because they're going to be in Serie B next season. And the player is not going to play in Serie B next season, Tonali.
Of course not, no.
And if AC Milan says, okay, fuck you, I'm not getting the player, what are you going to do with the player if no one gives you the 20 million? How are you going to explain to Tonali, we didn't accept the 20 million of AC Milan and now we're accepting 12 millions or 15 millions from another team, from Roma, for example? Tonali is going to say, no, you have to accept the 20 million of AC Milan. So there is a lot of game over there.
I think Tonali should stay for sure. Like he should be in the team. We should develop the player. The guy has so much potential. The guy can become a super champion. So it'd be so stupid to sell to get rid of him. And maybe that 35 million is going to pay off, or even if it's going to be a little bit less, it is going to pay off.
I trust the people that are running AC Milan. They're going to find a way. Tonali is not leaving. I think. Let's see. Lucas is saying that Commisso is the richest owner in Serie A. Well, it's not richer than AC Milan owner, and still we're not willing to pay those money. I think Commisso has his boat in Sardinia, his villas in the United States, and his kids, they want money, new watches, and all this shit. These people are not throwing money because how is called the president of Brescia? I forgot.
Cellino.
Because Cellino was 5 million, man. It's not working like this, man. They are not playing Football Manager over there. It's real money. It's not FIFA. Commisso is not like he has a certain budget to invest for Fiorentina. He has other businesses. The owner of AC Milan can easily put 1 billion to AC Milan and become the next Real Madrid in one summer if he wants. But money, who has money knows how to invest money and how to move this money. And they're not going to give it to Cellino. Well, let's see. Maybe in 2 months I'm wrong. And here, Tonali signing for Fiorentina. But I don't see that happening.
No, I think Tonali is going to stay with Milan. I think, and also Tonali is part of this. It would be a failure if Tonali doesn't stay at Milan. Because it'd be a failure from Maldini and whoever, the scouts and whoever thought he was going to be the right player. I mean, they agreed to what, 30, 35 million. That means that they really had a lot of faith in this player. So if he doesn't end up staying in Milan, this will be a failure.
Yeah.
Yes. So I see Krunic here. So let's talk about Krunic for a second. Krunic scored more free kicks than Hakan this season. Krunic scored some nice goals, man. The Krunic. So guys, what I've read so far and what I've heard and by Krunic is a player that Maldini wants to keep at AC Milan because Maldini likes Krunic because Krunic is a player that accepts the bench easily. He's not a problem in the locker room. He's a player that you can use in different positions. A player that you can use like as a patch-up player. And of course, when Kessie and Benacer are going to go to the African Cup of Nations, we are going to need a midfielder there. Krunic is one of the options. So I think Krunic is going to stay, and we're going to keep Krunic. What do you think?
Yeah, Krunic is not moving, man. Maldini likes him, so it's not gonna move, man. And to be fair, we don't have money to buy another player and put instead of Krunic. So I don't know, man. It's a squad player anyway, so it's not incredible, but it's not making noise. It's not bringing problems. He's playing football, and he's not asking for a lot of money. It's and it's, as you say, you can play different positions. You can play midfielder, you can play as a number 10 or on the left wing. And that is important in this situation when you have injuries and you need to make changes. What's going on here? The comments.
Yeah, Krunic is always a funny subject. I mean, look, Krunic, when we've saw that when the team, yeah, he's born right. Pioli says, Pioli, yeah, even Pioli has said that he likes the player and that he wants to keep this player. And these players are important. In the chemistry of a team, these players are important because these players understand their role. They project the hierarchy. They don't fight the hierarchy. They respect the hierarchy. And they're players that if a team plays well, they do well. They're not going to change the game. If a team is playing like shit, Krunic is going to be the worst one on the field. But if a team is playing well, Krunic can score some amazing goals, create some amazing plays. So it's a strange situation with these kind of players. It's always a strange situation. Plus, he's a national player. He plays for the national team. So, yeah, I say yes to Krunic. I want to see Krunic win a Champions League.
Man, Krunic is Krunic easily can be that player that plays all his career from now until the end of his career. He plays for AC Milan in the bench. He's one of those like Bonera or those players that is happy to stay in the bench to be a backup player. He's always with the squad, with the dressing room and everything. He can play all his life for AC Milan without bringing any problem. Yeah, I can see that happening. Imagine him winning the Champions League, man.
Yeah. No, well, if you think about it, there's a lot of players that won even 2 Champions League and players that like nobody knows. These players that are like role players, like bench in and out, and they have 2 gold medals, 2 gold championships, and it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. There's a lot of talks. Lucas is a bit. He got a bit bitter with me for the fact that I'm always wrong. People are giving a go to him. Guys, respect the opinion of everyone, and at the end, it's all about opinion. Me and Roy, we are same level of you guys. Of course, me and Roy, we've seen Serie A for at least more than 28 years. Understanding what's going on, and Roy even more. So he's seen enough and knows about Serie A. So I don't think our opinion is more valuable than anyone else, but it's an important opinion, I feel.
Yeah,
And
just opinions. But if you guys want to fight. I don't care, to be honest with you.
just
To me,
let us know who's winning. Any question, guys? I don't know.
I saw actually, Lucas, earlier you wrote Portugal and Spain played earlier. Was this under 21?
Yeah.
It can't be under 21. Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the score?
Was the
Who
semifinal?
won? Who won?
I think I was watching it was 1-0 for Portugal at a certain point. I don't know if it ended up 1-0.
I was looking at Portugal's their results in the past 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year or something. Man, they went winning every game. They were winning against Germany, against England, France, Italy, like all the big teams. It was win, 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 win. So Portugal must have a really good generation coming up. Let me see. What was the score? I'm pretty curious. Hold on. Let's check. Or if somebody can tell us in the chat. Lucas, tell us in the chat what the score was.
Stop messing with it. It's born, man, and tell us something interesting.
Germany and Portugal in the finals. So Germany and Portugal in the finals. Wow. Nice.
I have a theory about Portugal having all this great talent.
Yeah,
I think the Portuguese league gives a lot of space to the youngster.
Yeah.
And because the only way for them to make money, because if you think the TV rights for the Portuguese league is not valuable, so they don't make money with TV rights. And stadiums as well, you cannot make incredible money in Portugal with stadiums. So the only way for them to make money is to sell their young players to the bigger team. So every time you see these deals, Joao Felix got sold for 120 million, man, from Benfica.
And also, Lart, not just that, also because Portugal, when they do have their best players, they go out. They get sold. So that gives a lot of room for the youngsters to play in Portugal. In Italy, this does not happen. In Italy, that does not happen because all the best Italian players stay in Italy. So there's no young. Italy has completely given up on Italian talent, pretty much. So Portugal is doing the right thing a little bit because of just the way things are infrastructurally, and it's paying off for them. Yeah.
Yeah, Diaz played as well.
Diaz played right wing, huh? Wow. Dalot played the full match. So Dalot now playing 2 full matches in a row. Leao played 65 minutes and got booked for diving in the box. Wow.
Leao is playing pretty bad with under 21.
Man, Leao, from a tactical perspective, is a mess. He is a mess. Like, I don't understand why he can't get his shit together when it comes to that aspect of the game. I mean, we saw it. You put him on that left. You just let him do what he knows how to do, that quick burst of pace and cross it in or take a shot, and then he'll get the job done. But if anything, you ask him anything else, the tactics are just not there. He needs to work on that.
It's weird. Let's see. I hope the guy grows a bit more next season because I really believe that he has a talent, and I hope he doesn't get lost. Not just for AC Milan, in general. It's always nice to see a young talent become the player that everyone is wishing to be. But yeah, there is another rumor that people are saying that it's almost certain. It's Giroud, no?
Giroud. Vive la France! What do you think about this rumor?
First of all, I want to hear from people what they think about Giroud because I think Giroud can go in 2 directions. the Mandzukic direction and become like, I don't know what, just waste of money. Or he can go on the Ibrahimovic direction and have those two incredible seasons, scores, goals, and contribute to bring us to the top 4 next season and have a great Champions League run. That's the two direction. I don't think he's gonna stay in the middle. He's the type of player that he's gonna help us to get better, or he's gonna go in the Mandzukic direction.
Yeah.
Who knows? I'm going to say more on the other one, the fact that he's gonna help us a lot because, he's coming from a quite physical league, which is the Premier League, and he's been protagonist playing with Chelsea, and on the other side, he's still with the national team. So
he's still one of the, not. I don't think he's a starter, but he's the next player after Mbappe, whatever, Griezmann. He's the next guy, on the bench.
He's there on the dressing room. There is a lot of tension. There is a lot of the stakes are high, so he's there training, being on top of things. It's not like Mandzukic on holiday in Saudi Arabia playing football and getting injured or playing a season. So
he's playing competitively, and he participated in a team that just won the Champions League. I'm not that excited about Giroud, I'll be honest with you, but it just seems feasible for what is possible right now as far as the finances go. But I am not that. Honestly, he does not. For me, it's like a meh, whatever. Giroud, okay.
4 million a year.
I understand the functionality of Giroud, and one thing that we've totally understood by this point is Pioli. All right, we know exactly how Pioli sees his football, and now it's just apparent. It's super transparent. Pioli wants a big, tall guy up there that can play as a target man, 1 touch, 2 touch. That's what he wants. Obviously, Giroud cannot do what Ibrahimovic does. Giroud cannot create those through balls. He cannot be a regista the same way Ibrahimovic is a regista, right? He's a director up there. But he could be a very good player in receiving the crosses, in being always there in the middle, in front of a small box. He's a player that is good at shielding the ball. He's a player that is good at helping the team come forward. But is he a player that excites me? No, not really. I would like to see someone a little bit more of a football player, more technical. I like technical players. Like Papu Gomez excites me. Berardi, Belotti, Depay, Dybala. These are the kind of players that I would like to see more at Milan. But Pioli wants the big, tall striker, target man, so that's who he's going to go for. Vlahovic is his top guy. That's who he wants the most. So Giroud is an option. It's functional. It makes sense tactically. So if they do it, I think it's going to be good in the end. But I don't think it's going to be anything special.
What do you think about this theory? Because a lot of people, I heard this theory about the fact that if you get Giroud, probably we're going to get a young striker. My opinion is that we are going to keep Rebic or Leao as a third option. So let's say Ibra is injured and Giroud is he had 4 yellow cards, so he cannot play the game. Probably the third option, the emergency option, is going to be Leao or Rebic in that position. I don't think we're going for a young striker this summer.
What has been coming out is that they are looking for a young striker after Giroud. So they're looking for a Giroud plus another guy. And the other guy has been Scamacca. Was one of the players that they spoke about. Scamacca being the third youngster to come to be part of that role, the center forward role. Then other names, I've heard other names. Raspadori now is coming out. This one here is another one. But there's other players that are not necessarily from the Italian league, but from other countries. But yeah, I have heard this. That Giroud, he's going to be the second option, and then we're looking for a third option. Now, if they don't do that, I think Rebic is a good third option for that position. So there's definitely many solutions.
Yeah, Scamacca. I don't know Scamacca. I don't know. I don't trust the Italian president. They ask a lot. This president, they ask
Scamacca, 40 million.
40 million might D. No way, man. Fuck
Dude,
you.
what? Scamacca, 40 million. These guys are crazy. These guys are crazy.
I can buy old Genova for 40 million. Not buying Scamacca.
Right.
I have some big words here, man. Really, Lucas is saying that Colombo has more talent than Vlahovic. That's why Milan is betting on him.
Well, actually, Colombo has been on the news as an exchange player for Tonali in Brescia, for Brescia. And also, Colombo, from what I know, numerically did not have a great season in, where did he go? Cremonese? He did not have a good season. His numbers don't look good at all. I think it's like 1 or 2 goals out of I don't know how many games. And
It's a tough
Colombo,
league.
yeah, guys, Colombo has a lot to learn. Like, these are very young players. It is very rare in Italy that you're going to see a teenager. Like Pato was like almost impossible to see that. But like Totti, we're talking about these players. When you talk about players that come in the Serie A and produce at 18, 19, 17, these are the players that end up being Baggio, Del Piero, Totti, Cassano. I don't think Colombo is in that category. Colombo still has a lot to learn.
That's why I really like Zaniolo, because Zaniolo is playing at that level. He's at the age of 18, 19, he was playing at the level of the young Baggio, the young Totti, the young Del Piero, or even the young other players. I don't know, help me out. Cassano, 18 was unstoppable. And Zaniolo is similar. Unfortunately, he had this injury. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Man, Zaniolo, when he runs with that ball, man, oh my god, dude, this guy is really good. Really.
I will pay 40 million Zaniolo with one leg, not the pole. That's the thing. I will give 40 million to Roma for Zaniolo straight away, but we don't know the knee.
Yeah.
Some people agree with me. I always get one person that agrees with me a night, so that's not bad. At least one on 40 people.
Yeah, Raspadori, man. So, hey, real quick, Raspadori made the national team. Pessina didn't.
Well, I want to say something. You remember everyone was saying, "Oh my God, even Raspadori scores against us. What an awful team we are," and stuff. You remember at that time we lost against Sassuolo, and now everyone is saying, "Oh, how good is Raspadori?" It's too late, guys. You should have said at that time instead of criticizing the team. But I think it's too early, man. As you said, it's too early for Raspadori.
Yeah. I'm pretty surprised that Mancini, because obviously they've been training there at Coverciano, whatever, and Mancini is seeing the players. He sees all the players. Of course, he's thinking about functionality, but he sees the players, and it does say something that Raspadori got the call over Napolitano, over Pessina, over Keane. Keane and Raspadori play the same position, pretty much. So it has to say something. I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure if there is something behind this player, we will definitely see it.
I don't think it's gonna do anything incredible. I don't think it's gonna play. I don't think he's going to play. Let's see.
I mean, he's the third in line because it's going to be Immobile first, then Belotti, and then Raspadori. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see much of him. Yeah.
Okay, what we have here? Wants to play with his idol Ibra. Make it happen. No,
Yes,
his
let's make
idol,
it
his
happen.
idol was Kaká, man. That's why he has the number 22 in his shirt.
Is Zaniolo Milanista?
I don't know if he's a Milanista, but he was saying that when he was a kid, he was looking to Kaká as an idol.
So that means he was a Milanista for sure, right?
Probably, yeah. And he was in that. He grew up in the youngster youth academy of Inter. So he's from that region. He's from Milan, that part over there.
All right. So Lucas wants me to read his previous comment. He bodied Koulibaly against Napoli and crossed with his right foot to hug and almost finished the chance. Please check it out now. No, we've seen Colombo come in, guys. We've seen Colombo come in. When you play for Milan and you come in those last 20 minutes, or I don't know if he played the whole game there, but you come in with a lot of energy, with inertia, and you want to destroy the world. We saw that from Cutrone, that kind of attitude, and he looked good, but you have to do that over and over and over again. These youngsters, like we saw Leao started the season great and he was doing really well, but then as time passes you have to repeat yourself. You have to keep that consistency. We didn't see that consistency from Leao as a youngster. We didn't see the consistency from a lot of players. So I'm sure that if Colombo, they want to put him on loan and they want to prepare him, that's the right thing to do. To put him in right away, also because, guys, you put these players in right away for Milan and they play 2 shitty games, heads get chopped off. Okay, so they get lost, they get hated. I mean, look at Romagnoli. So it's better to, let's say, protect these players, let them grow. Then when they're 20, 21, let's see how they've developed. We're talking about a teenager.
Yeah. And I like Colombo a lot. I think he has a great work ethic, and I see him really giving everything. Even if he plays 10, 15 minutes, he gives everything. And if you play for AC Milan, you play 2 shitty games. First of all, Pioli loses his job because everyone say, why is putting Colombo, 18 years old, playing as a striker? So Pioli is gone. Maldini is gone. Massara is gone if he plays as a striker for AC Milan. So you have to understand that there is a lot of things before. So I think the best option is him to go on loan, or even if you really want him to grow as a player, you have to sell him with an option of buying it with 50%.
Yeah, like this.
At least the team that buys it says, okay, I'm going to push this guy. I'm going to let him play, grow, because I'm going to sell it to AC Milan in 3-4 years for 20 million, 25 million. That's an option. And you have a done player after, but not now. Now it's too early.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we said yes so many times about this. We should give time to Hauge.
Hauge is a similar situation. Maybe Hauge is a little bit more forward in his development, but Hauge is a similar situation. He needs time. He needs to play. Hauge needs to play. So maybe a loan would be good for Hauge, because Hauge could be similar to Suso. Remember how Suso grew into Suso. Suso came in, he was a nobody. He kind of sucked, to be honest with you. Then he went to Genoa. That's where he grew the meat on his bones. And then when he came back, in that period, he was Milan's most important player. So yeah, maybe that's what should happen to Hauge, because if Papu Gomez comes, then you have Papu Gomez, Rebic in front of Leao for sure, in front of Hauge, and then maybe even have Leao in front of Hauge. So you have 3 players in front of Hauge. Yeah. I want to read this. This is quite interesting. Rumors about Keane is about his contract and transfer talks. It's between Everton and PSG, a complicated one. That's why Mancini had to drop him. Interesting. And one more thing, Lucas, about clips that show talent. You also want to see how a player interprets each moment of the game. Of course, you have players that only need 3 or 4 seconds to create something magical. But an 18-old player is going to struggle to interpret all the moments of the game, when you have to defend, when you have to play simple, when you have to go forward, when you have to waste time, when you don't have time to waste. So he's got a lot to learn. Let the guy
You
learn.
get there's clips of unfortunate clips. You can get an idea of how good that player can be, but never how bad that player can be. So you can see, if you see Leao's clips, you see, okay, if Leao puts the work, if Leao puts the mentality and the concentration, can be that player, the one on the clip, because those are the best moments of Leao. But if you see a game of Leao, if you see an entire season of Leao, you realize the real value of the player, and you see there is a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Is Benacer in the transfer market? I haven't heard about Benacer being in the transfer market. I think Milan is very happy with Benacer, and I don't see Milan wanting to sell Benacer. And also Benacer, because I had a really shitty half a season, I don't think there's much market there right now. I do think that Benacer in the future could be a player that could perform because of the style of Benacer. Benacer's type of football is perfect for Champions League, for European football. The kind of very smart, technical, intelligent way of distribution. So maybe he does 2 good seasons in the Champions League and he'll be 25, 26. You can sell him at 40, 50 million. And then with that, you can get another really good player or 2. But right now, I don't think Benacer is in the market. Have you heard anything about Benacer?
No, it's not in the market, man. It's not in the market for the simple reason that Benacer doesn't want to leave. And you cannot sell Benacer and buy someone with the same level of Benacer, or at least that somebody can become Benacer. You sell a player for 2 reasons. 1, because he wants to leave, and 2, because you're going to get a replacement ready to go, younger, and because it's time to sell. You need the money. Milan is not in that position, so that's all good, man. Benacer is not moving. I mean, if they bring 100 million, that's another thing.
And also, kind of like the housing market. Like right now, it's probably not the best time to sell. You'll probably want to sell these players when the economy gets better and you can monetize on these players much better. So yeah, and Milan is not in a desperate situation for money either.
Yeah.
Hagwe had a free role in the attacking third of this old team. Pioli doesn't play the way. It's a shame, but I think he will go alone. And that's the thing, guys. You said it really well, McLord. We have to kind of, we have to be limited to what Pioli wants and how he sees football, because right now, as far as we know today, it's the 4-2-3-1, and then the different dynamism that he creates. But you're right. Hagwe in Norway played that role, attacking third. He was free. You'd see him in the middle. You'd see him on the left. You'd see him on the right. As a matter of fact, he scored against us from a beautiful shot on the center right position. While center right position. While with us, he only played on the left. So it comes down to Pioli too. You're right. You're absolutely right about that.
Okay, what we have here? Man, Conte to Tottenham. We forgot to finish that thing. It's gonna happen. And Paratici as well.
Oh yeah, Conte and Paratici to Tottenham. I think someone said earlier from Champions League to Conference League.
Yeah.
I think Calonetti is referring to, who is he referring to? He's referring to Benacer. Benacer next season, he has to show what he's worth for sure. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think about this Conte to Tottenham?
Well, I think I'll see this as an experiment, the football experiment. If Conte goes to Tottenham and in 2 years wins the Premier League, is basically a fact that Italian managers can go in England and win the Premier League with any team. You give them a team, you give them the budget this Premier League team has, and give them an Italian manager, they're going to win the Premier League. At the moment, no one has been disappointed. Ancelotti, Mancini, Ranieri, Conte, they all win the Premier League. They went there, they got their team, and they win the Premier League. They know how to do it, man. So if Conte does it again with Tottenham in 2 years, which I think he can do it, because Harry Kane and Son, they are incredible as attacking option. Probably he's going to buy Hakimi from Inter. He's going to do the offer. And hopefully maybe he gets Romagnoli from us with a good deal. So he can play the three defenders, Hakimi on the right, and three midfielders and someone on the left. And probably he's going to sign Donnarumma, which is going to play Europa League next season.
No, conference.
The Conference League, whatever is that. That's going to be funny. We're going to have a year we can write on his Instagram and make fun of him for a year at least. Enjoy your Europa League. Whatever.
Now, the one negative thing I see about it is that Tottenham and the fans and basically what came out of that camp, they really did not like how Mourinho played. I mean, Conte is kind of similar. He plays defensive football. He parks the bus and he'll get you on the counterattack. I wonder if the fans will receive that style of football again. I think the fans want to see more attacking football. And yeah, so that's the only negative thing I see about this possible transfer.
Yeah, Conte is quite defensive, but on the other side, his counter-attacking is more effective than Mourinho's one. And we saw in Serie A the counter-attacking he was doing with Inter, probably because Lautaro and Lukaku, they were an incredible, double. But it was quite dangerous. Every time they can go and be dangerous on the counter-attack. So Hakimi was another great player. So probably he can do better. And it's not an incredible football for sure, but it's not so boring. He's quite solid, and he always creates chances. He's always going to create chances. And he's going to always win a lot of games in a league. Struggle in Champions, but wins a lot of game in a league.
Yeah. Him and Allegri were really good at playing the league in steps and in stages. This is stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4. Pioli is not like that. Pioli is more like one stage, like one thing. But I mean, I don't know. Doesn't necessarily mean what one is better than the other. So Lucas says Udinese have developed great in attack midfielders like Bruno and Zielinski. So De Paul is next. Let's read some more of these comments.
Oh, Roy is gone. Oh, I didn't know Zielinski comes from Udinese. Yeah, I mean, I still believe De Paul is a great player, but 40 million is a lot. What's going on? I hope so too, but if not,
all right, I'm back.
You're back, man. So you want to choose some comments here?
Yeah. Let's just do some more comments, and then we should probably close in 15 minutes or something. Yeah. Let's see. Let's start from the bottom down. Will Inter be investigated by financial fair play, or just that, or does that only happen to us? Right? They should be, right? Well, I think in Italy they kind of changed the regulations this season to help Inter because they didn't pay their players. So they just modified the regulations specifically for Inter. A lot of people criticize that. So
yeah.
What do you know about that?
Inter, Juventus, they still, a lot of teams anyway in Italy, they are struggling to pay salaries. But especially Inter and Juventus are the big teams that are not paying salaries. They are really late with the payments. Because what I know, what I know, Napoli, Milan, Atalanta, Lazio, Roma, they're all paying their salaries. They're all good with payment on the big teams. Other teams are struggling, but they are small teams. They don't have the revenues AC Milan or Juventus or Inter has. So definitely there was a bad management from Inter. I mean, they went and bought Hakimi for 50 million, and they didn't have the money to pay, the cleaner or people like this. So that's bad management. That's bad management. Just to win the Serie A. Well done, you won the Serie A. Now pay the people.
Yeah, and then speaking of these kind of regulations, I think we spoke about it last time. They still want to try and disqualify Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus from the Champions League. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But that's still on the news, and important people in UEFA are saying it publicly. They're saying it. They're having press conferences, and they're literally saying those words, that they're looking ways to disqualify Juventus, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. And by the way, guys, I have really bad news for me. I have a really bad negative news. I know that for many people this is not negative news, but for me personally it is. Milan signed an apology letter to UEFA. I don't like that move at all. For me, that's what I call a beta move. Very beta, not very alpha, very beta. I don't like that. C'est la vie. What are you going to do? I would have written a letter to UEFA with a big fuck you and a smiley face. And then underneath, see you next year in the Champions League. But I would have definitely not apologized to the gods of football, UEFA.
I didn't know that, but
yeah,
if they want an apology to keep moving, I don't mind.
But Real Madrid and Barcelona and Juventus are not budging. Agnelli, Perez, huh?
We're not talking about Ancelotti going back to Real Madrid, man. That's a big news as well.
All right, Ancelotti, yeah. And Ancelotti, yeah. Ancelotti back to Real Madrid, and that. What do you think about that? I mean, tell me what you think about it.
Oh man, I think they don't have any money, man. That's the proof. If they got Ancelotti, it means they are bust. Is it bust? Yeah, when you don't have money.
Why would you say that? Ancelotti is a top manager.
Ancelotti is a top manager, but what is the best quality of Ancelotti that he showed during the last Berlusconi era? That he can manage big names and he can manage a team without signing big players. Because AC Milan during the Ancelotti era didn't sign any big player, man. I think Roy is gone. But I'll keep going to explain you guys. So Ancelotti is good at managing people. Oh man, you're back here?
All right. Yeah, so, my other device is just going in and out.
Don't worry. I'll explain you quick, man. Ancelotti is good at managing people, managing players, especially old players that actually have a lot of talent. And during the Berlusconi era, Ancelotti, Galliani, Ancelotti, and Berlusconi, they never bought a big player to Ancelotti.
What do you mean they never bought a big player?
They never bought a big player.
What about Kaká?
Well, Kaká, they bought it for 8 million from Brazil. It was a bet. Shevchenko, they sold it during the Ancelotti era.
Stam was a big player.
But Stam they bought it because he was at last contract with Lazio.
You mean like a Cristiano Ronaldo kind of thing?
I mean like a Zlatan Ibrahimovic to Juventus, Pavel Nedved to Juventus, Zlatan Ibrahimovic to Inter. Zlatan Ibrahimovic went to Inter when Juventus went in Serie B, not to AC Milan. We didn't make an offer.
Okay, yeah. No, you're right. Continue.
So we always brought him some talent or free agent signing. So Real Madrid is in that position for the next 2 or 3 years, 4 years, something like that. I don't know how long. They cannot buy expensive players. They need to get the most out of the talent players they have already. And they have a lot of old players that actually are good, but you need a manager. You cannot have a manager like Conte, because Conte is going to say to Modric, you are not running enough, you're staying in the bench. Ancelotti is going to understand Modric, and he's going to say, and he's going to find a way to make it work, and all the other old players. So is the right manager for this situation, but it tells a lot about Real Madrid and their strategy for the next years.
Yeah. No, I think you're right about that, because he's definitely the best situation for Real Madrid in managing the players they have. He's a manager that doesn't create chaos at all. He's like Krunic. He's very easy to work with. So
just a bit more talented.
Just a little bit more talented. So it's definitely a good choice for them. And which brings me to this, Laird. This comment here that Ollie Oxen had, actually. Uncle Carlo will gift us Ibrahim Diaz. I don't know. I don't know about that. I honestly don't know, because Brahim Diaz is the kind of player that Ancelotti, first of all, you would develop really well under Ancelotti if you're a young player like that. I don't know if Ancelotti would give up Brahim Diaz so fast. I hope he would.
No, he's going to give up Brahim Diaz, because they have Odegaard they can play. They have Isco. Isco is going to play with Ancelotti a bit more. Probably Gareth Bale is going to play a bit more with Ancelotti, because he's coming back to Real Madrid.
Mm-hmm. And also, there's rumors of Mbappe.
Mbappe is not renewing at the moment, so probably can move for free to Real Madrid next season.
There's a big possibility of doing that. Yeah, you're right. There's a lot of players. Let's be positive, and let's hope. Yeah, let's say yes. Brahim Diaz is staying. All right. What about Redondo, lads?
Wow. What about Redondo? He was a free agent, no? He came as a free agent.
Yeah, he came as a free agent, right?
At the end of his career. Ancelotti had a lot of great, talented players, for sure, but not the biggest player at that time. We never went to buy Ronaldinho at the age of 22 from Paris Saint-Germain. We didn't go and buy Thierry Henry. Actually, big teams were coming and buying our talent at the time. Ancelotti.
At that period, yeah.
Was the declining period, and Ancelotti was such a great manager that managed to win a lot in a period that Berlusconi wasn't investing seriously. I mean, they sold Shevchenko and they bought Oliveira as a backup, as a answer.
Yeah, a lot of what Ancelotti worked with came from before Ancelotti, from like the 2000, 2001, Rui Costa, Rui Costa, Nesta, Shevchenko, Pirlo, Gattuso. I don't know if Seedorf came during the Ancelotti era, but that was a really big player for Ancelotti. But most of those players, Dida came before Ancelotti, Inzaghi came before Ancelotti. Cafu came during Ancelotti.
A free agent signing from Roma.
Yeah, Cafu was a free agent. That's true.
Ambrosini, Gattuso, Pirlo came before. Seedorf came, I think, the summer that Ancelotti got. No, Seedorf came the year after Ancelotti got the job, and he came because he wasn't playing well with Inter. So AC Milan had a great deal with Seedorf. I think they got him. They gave Coco and some money for Seedorf. So it was a great deal. I mean,
Galliani for us.
Yeah, for us, of course. Galliani did a masterpiece on those 20 years.
Yeah, Galliani.
I mean, 12, 15 years. Galliani did a masterpiece because he was signing players free agent. He signed Thiago Silva for 8 million. He signed Kaká for 8 million. He signed which player? Oh yeah, Stam for 10 million.
Yeah.
Crespo.
All those players.
Yeah, Crespo on loan from Chelsea. If I'm not wrong, Chelsea or Inter, I don't know, from loan. And he got he got another big player for like he bought Gilardino for 20 million, 25 million.
Yeah, whoever was there working and deciding which players to get, I mean, they were really good because they're getting all the players that won the next Champions Leagues and the players that won the next World Cup. You know, so they're getting they knew what they were doing. They definitely knew what they were doing. I kind of feel Maldini knows what he's doing. I think Maldini is very similar in that department. So, Laird, let's read this one here. 1 second before we go to that. Who do you think who deserves captaincy in Milan? So obviously Donnarumma is gone. He's not the captain. That's for sure, because that is who is going to be the captain. Romagnoli is definitely not the captain. By the way, Romagnoli, there's also the Maximovic came out, who could be a replacement for Romagnoli. Maximovic is a player for Napoli. And then Pizzella was another player that could be a replacement for Romagnoli. So next captaincy, I think we've spoken about it, but let's say it again. I say Ibra or Kjaer.
Yeah, same. I say Ibra or Kjaer, and if none of them is playing, I'll give it to Calabria or Kessie.
Yeah.
Simple. Okay. Probably that's what's going to happen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Ronaldinho. Somebody was asking Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho came at the end of his career, at least 6 or 7 kilos more than usual, and for 22 million. So I don't consider him a big player. I mean, he was a big player, but I don't consider him a big signing to a game changer. We saw the year we bought Ronaldinho. Can you hear me, Roy?
Yeah.
The year we bought Ronaldinho, if I'm not wrong, Real Madrid bought Benzema, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Kaká. So if you consider Ronaldinho a big signing, you don't realize what was going on in Europe at that time. I don't want to even tell you what players Man City was buying at that time, or what players Man United were buying at that time. So in the 7 years of Ancelotti, unfortunately, we didn't have any serious money to compete with the richest owners in Europe. Abramovich was buying for 50 million Shevchenko from us. And you already had Drogba in the team. So we weren't even close to the money they were spending. Ancelotti did a great job, man. Ancelotti was just unlucky.
Oh yeah, Nesta came during Ancelotti. Yeah, that is
no,
true.
He came earlier. He was earlier. Or came during the Ancelotti. The summer.
I think he came during Ancelotti, because I remember Ancelotti talking about Nesta.
Probably, yeah.
I think so. I could be wrong about that.
The beginning, yeah. The summer after Ancelotti qualified top 4, because the first season Ancelotti came around November after Terim got sacked because he didn't qualify from the group of Champions League. He got out against Galatasaray, if I remember well. And he got sacked. Ancelotti came in, and he had a average team, few great players, but average team. And in the summer, they signed Nesta for him.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Do you remember this name here? Guglielmin Pietro. Wow.
Zaccheroni's time.
Damn, that's bringing back memories. That was work of Braida, not Galliani. What exactly? It was Braida and Galliani. I mean, it was all the same. It was all the team. Actually, Braida fucked up sometimes. Braida. I remember one story that always pissed me off about Braida is Bale. Braida was the guy that, because Milan, there was a certain point that Milan wanted to get Bale, and Braida was the guy who said, no, Bale will never be a great player. Don't waste your time on Bale. This was Bale when Bale was a youngster, when he was starting.
Yeah, 19 years old or something like that.
Yeah, so Braida definitely has had his moments. Do you think Ancelotti could ever come back?
No, I don't think Ancelotti can come back. I think Ancelotti at Real Madrid is his last dance for a club. I think Ancelotti is going to manage Italy after Mancini.
I think Ancelotti will be very disappointed to manage Italy, because this generation coming up of Italian players is disgusting, man. I've never seen anything so bad. I've honestly never seen anything so bad. It's the worst I've ever seen in since I've been following football. This is the worst generation. I'm talking about the under 19s, the under 20s, the under 21s.
Yeah, I think I'm thinking. No, Ancelotti's he can manage. He can manage. He just needs a great striker.
You think he can make it happen?
Yeah, he can make it happen. There is some talent over there. We just need a great striker.
Which player from Milan's past you wish that performed better? For me, it's someone between Balotelli and Pato. I would say.
I mean, Pato was insane, man. I haven't seen a player like Pato. The young Pato was, I don't know, man. Without injury, he could compete with Messi and Ronaldo in these 10 years. Without injury, easily. I mean, I've seen him playing live, and I've seen him training, and I heard interviews from Maldini, from Sedor, from Pirlo, Kaká, when he came at the age of 17 in Milanello. They were saying it was something they never seen before. He was fast, technical, dribbling. He was unstoppable. I remember Nesta was saying that he was basically unstoppable in training. He was like an insane talent. They were shocked. So Pato could have been insane.
I think Pato is probably the best answer to that question. We all thought Pato was going to be the next big thing. That period, we had Leonardo that was involved in the team, and Leonardo was helping us a lot with all the Brazilian connection. He helped with Kaká, he helped with Cafu, with the relationship, Emerson, and all the Brazilians that came to Milan. Leonardo was very responsible for that. Had a big role in that. Braida was the brains behind our transfers. I remember one story about Galliani scouting some player and saw Inter scouts at the same game. He started talking up another player at the game other than the one he wanted, and Inter signed him. Wow, there you go.
Oh, man.
Ancelotti wants to complete his missing piece, that is winning La Liga. He had won in all top 5 leagues except Spain. He definitely can win. Bell was playing as a left back at Southampton, and he sucked at defending. That's why Brian didn't want him. Yeah, but he made a mistake. I mean, it was obviously a mistake, because look at what Bale turned out to be. We can't seem to produce players like Baggio, Totti, Del Piero anymore. Too many foreign players take up those positions. Well, it's not just that. It's that a player like Baggio and Totti Del Piero, no one is going to take a position of a player like Baggio and Totti Del Piero. They're going to come out and be Baggio, Totti, Del Piero. We haven't had any Baggios, Tottis, and Del Pieros. The last one we had was Cassano, but he turned out to be a complete crazy guy. Yeah. Empty head. Balotelli could have maybe become like that, but also same issue like Cassano. Right now, I don't see any Italian players with that kind of potential. I don't see any. Maybe Chiesa actually, or actually Chiesa and Zaniolo. Those two players. Yeah, Chiesa and Zaniolo can become very important players.
I want to say about that it's not the foreign players. I think there is a cultural problem in Italy, and I think in Europe, apart from France and Netherlands, that kids don't play anymore in the football in the street or whatever. They don't play football after school. They don't play football for the pleasure of playing football, with their friends.
They play Call of Duty.
Yeah, they play video game, whatever, or other things. They stay online or they are on social media. I remember at my age, the only thing I was doing, I was just playing football, man, all day long, all the summer. And Baggio and Cassano and Pirlo, all of these people in Italy, the main thing to do during the day after school was play football every day with your friends, with your team, as scuola calcio, what we call it. And at church, after church, you go. There is always a small pitch behind the church, and you can play football. It was a pitch at school for football. It was just football. That football brings the talent out. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not happening anymore.
Yeah. Yep. Would you play Teo Hernandez a right wing? He's got all the qualities of a winger, plus he's left-footed, which is a good thing to have as a right wing. I mean, that would be an experiment that you'd have to make. I can't say because I don't know. Like, for example, I'll give you an example, Bokila. I thought that Brahim Diaz would have played well on the right wing, but then against Cagliari, we saw him on the right wing, and Pioli had to change him after 5 minutes. So I honestly can't tell you whether or not he could play in the right wing. I don't know. What do you think, Larry?
I think, yeah, it's an experiment. That's the right word. And you know how Teo Hernandez can play that position? If we by accident find another left back, a great left back, a good one,
Like a superstar.
which is actually good defending side, like a Calabria on the left side, something like that. If you find something like that, you can try Teo Hernandez a bit more forward, because you know that you want to play both of them. They're so good that you cannot put someone in the bench.
But he's saying right wing.
Yeah, you put Teo right wing and you put the new guy.
Okay.
Left back, because you cannot keep him in the bench. It's too good.
Right. Yeah.
But it's rare.
Yeah, hopefully Teo Hernandez stays in Milan for many, many years. Screw you, PSG. Man, those guys. Italy haven't produced a new golden generation in over 10 years. Yeah, true. Gilardino. Remember Gilardino? Was good. Gorkuf was supposed to be a big player. Yeah, he didn't turn out to be a big player. The issue with Italy is they don't give chances to kids under 21 in the league. Yeah, that's true. Because in the under 21s that like Pirlo, he was an under 21 and he was already a starter in his team. Gattuso, when he was an under 21, Cannavaro, all these players, when they were under 21s, they were already playing in Serie A. Today, if you look at the under 21s that performed a few days ago, it's all Serie B players. Serie B players, and then the strikers. It's only the strikers that were Serie A players, but everybody else was Serie B, which is not good at all.
Yeah.
Think about it. Milan are the youngest team in Serie A this season with an average of 24 years. Yeah, it's awesome. That's why I think we're going to kill it in the Champions League.
It's gonna be fun, the Champions League, man. I can't wait, man, to see Tuesday night, AC Milan playing Champions League.
Those watch-alongs are going to be so good. Mamma mia.
Man, and we're gonna do specials with other supporters from other clubs.
Yeah.
Actually, it's gonna be interesting. Let's see. It's gonna be fun experience. If you guys know any YouTuber from other teams that can be part of the the talk before the game and after the game. That can be interesting. I love this comment, man.
Kepa over Buffon. Remember Kepa? Oh shit. That's a dig, man. That's a dig.
And don't forget the Europa League as well. Buffon already won an Europa League with Parma, I think.
Yeah. You did. Yeah. What is this? Diaz seems to be a center attacking midfielder. I doubt he could play as a winger, as he does have the physique to fight shoulder to shoulder defenders such as that could do. Dalot left back. Dalot can play both left back and center and right back. As far as Diaz goes, yeah, we discovered that when Pioli tried him on the right against Cagliari, and it didn't work. Yeah. Okay, 5 more minutes, Larry. 5 more minutes. Let's finish it with this, with the Euros, since the Euros are a step away. What are your predictions? What do you see, and what do you think is going to happen?
Okay, I cannot give you a prediction because I don't really know how the table is divided, because I think there is some on the right and some on the left.
Actually, let's look at that.
Let's look at that because if I know that.
Let's share it on the screen too, so all our friends can see it too. Do you want to do that, or do you want me to do that?
If you can find it, yes. But I'm looking at that as well. Let's
see. Euro 2021. Italy playing Friday, next Friday. First game of the tournament, Laird. Italy, huh?
Yeah, I have the groups here, but I don't have the table. I don't know how to find the table.
I'm going to get it on UEFA.com.
Oh, you're going? Oh, yeah, UEFA. Yeah, about the fixture.
Any legend, Mr. Legend?
I think I found something. Let me see.
So, any updates on DePaul? Let me just respond to this guy, Mr. Legend. DePaul right now seems to be a Milan target if Çalhanoğlu doesn't sign his contract. If Çalhanoğlu does not sign his contract, DePaul is going to be the first major target Milan is going to go for.
Yep.
Okay, you got something?
No, man.
All right. Can you share?
But, yeah, you got something?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, here we go.
Because I got the Chelsea one, so I feel lucky. I'm going to get the Euros as well.
Right. Guys, Laird did say Chelsea was going to win the Champions League, and we're at the quarterfinals, right?
Yeah, after they beat...
It was maybe even before the quarterfinal.
After they beat Atletico Madrid. So it was the quarterfinal, yeah. And...
All right, so Group A, Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, Wales.
Ooh, that's difficult, man. That's not easy.
We're going to be playing against Bale and Çalhanoğlu. Switzerland is difficult. Yeah, this is not an easy group at all.
I don't see Italy.
Not an easy group at all. Now, Italy, in theory, on paper, should come first, but we all know that Italy usually always starts very slow in these tournaments, and these are difficult teams to. This is going to be a pretty balanced group for sure.
Do you think if Italy doesn't make it to the group, is Mancini's fault or is the players' fault?
Look, in the context of international football, Italy has a top team. All right, so you have Donnarumma in the defense, in the goalkeeper. The defense is Florenzi, Bonucci, Chiellini, and what's his name, Spinazzola. The midfield is Jorginho, Verratti, and Barella. The offense is Chiesa, Immobile, and Berardi. Right, like that's a top team in international football. That's a complete top team. So it wouldn't be just Mancini. It's everybody. Like that means that they're slacking. They want to go on holiday. But this is going to be a very difficult group, regardless of Italy's team. So predictions. I don't want to give predictions. Do you want to give predictions for the group?
I'll say England. Prediction for the group. I think Switzerland and Italy, but I'm not sure it's Italy, Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey is going to be difficult. Turkey is going to be difficult for sure.
I think there is that surprise that Turkey can get a crazy performance and go through, and Italy risk it.
Yeah, because Turkey seems to be like a dark horse kind of team, you know.
Yeah.
A quick question. So, Jerdy shouted, Mr. Elias, what I've heard by sources that I think are decent, is that this is a name that his agent put out just to get him a little bit of attention. But as far as the sources that I've heard, Milan is not interested in this player. Now, I did check out this player. He's really good, and he would be a good option. But as far as I know, this is just a rumor that is not real. Now, if that's not the case, I don't know. But this is what so far has come out. Okay, so Group A, Italy and Turkey are the two favorites for that group. Group B, we have Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Russia. Oh, by the way, our friend Joga Benito says that is as easy as it gets. I like that confidence. I love confidence, and I like that confidence. My friend from Portugal just told me via DMS that Milan inquired for a Benfica player by the name of Rafa. I don't know.
Okay. That's not a reliable source, man. Your friends. Your cousin maybe is a more reliable source, but your friend, I don't know, man.
Who is Rafa? Do you know this player?
No, I'm gonna look at, but I hope he's a good player, man. I hope AC Milan gets a good player.
Sweden is gonna win
the best.
Boca Killer says Sweden is gonna win it. Zlatan will lift the trophy. Also, Milan. Zlatan is not playing. Oh, then we all wake up. I get you. You know, we'll win the Champions League. Got it. Rumors about Berardi. So, as far as I know, Berardi is Pioli's top target. If you ask Pioli who is the player you want the most, he's going to say Berardi. This is what has come out from Milanello, okay? So remember this, guys, that when it comes to these rumors and these reports, we're still in the first week of 3 months to go. So a lot can change. But so far, Berardi seems to be the top choice. The thing about Berardi is that Juventus is on Berardi, Inter is on Berardi, Roma is on Berardi. So all these teams are going to be on Berardi. But the other thing about Berardi is that if DePaul comes, then forget Berardi. That is probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
If Çalhanoğlu signs and they don't go for the ball, then they're going to go straight for Berardi. So it's up to Çalhanoğlu. Right now, Çalhanoğlu is the keystone for the Berardi operation. But again, this is just what these sources are saying that are coming up, and these are good sources. I think these are people journalists that work for Milan, that work in the things that so far have gotten a lot of things right. So this is why I'm going by these sources. Okay. All right, let's look at Group B. Group B, Belgium, Denmark, Finland, Russia. So obviously, man, Russia has good players too. Russia's a good team. Denmark is... Huh?
Belgium, Denmark. Belgium and Denmark.
Yeah, Belgium and Denmark are the favorites for sure. Denmark, Odegaard, Eriksson, Kjaer. He told me the news outlets in Portugal reporting teams, including inquired into his event. Okay, I don't know this player. I'd have to check him out. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I hope that Canliza purely loves this guy so much. That's what. Yep. All right, Group C. Wow, North Macedonia. Look at that. Austria, Netherlands, North Macedonia, Ukraine. So Aaron Morali is from Austria. I'm sure he'll be pretty.
I think Austria and North Macedonia is going to pass the group.
Don't tell anybody, Jaga Benito. Don't tell anybody. Let's keep it that way. That's always been Italy's secret. Let's keep it that way. Austria never. What? Sorry, repeat that.
I think Austria and North Macedonia is gonna go through the group.
Wow, it could happen. Alaba. What about Shevchenko? Shevchenko wanting to coach Milan. Have you heard about this?
Yeah, I heard that. I wanted to coach Milan as well, man. Everyone wants to coach Milan.
He's done well with the national team, and he's been speaking a lot about Milan. So who knows if he could be a future. I think Netherlands is a team that has done really poorly going into this championship. It is maybe Netherlands is going to pick up pace now, but if they don't, Netherlands might really have a very poor Euro, according to their form. And then Group D, Croatia, Czech Republic, England, and Scotland. Wow, that's a derby right there. England, Scotland. Oh, man, I can't wait to see that game. I cannot wait to see that game.
That's such a mean derby, man. Straight away on the group. Just to give some problem to England.
Wait, those are two derbies. Those are two derbies.
Kind of, yeah, almost. At least Czech Republic and Croatia are different countries.
Yeah, but didn't they have history? No, they don't have history to him.
Croatia with Bosnia and Serbia.
Oh, right, yeah.
They were the same.
Correct. Yeah, England, Scotland. So here I would say England and Croatia are favorites for that group, huh?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. You never know, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I won't be surprised if my country, Ukraine, loses to North Macedonia. So look at this. We have a Ukrainian. Hello, Pavlo. Sheva is doing good for Ukraine right now. Yeah, I think he is. Let's see. I'm living in Austria, but I'm originally Romanian. I'm just feeling bad that Romania couldn't even qualify after the U21 youngsters proved so much in the 2019 U20 Euros. Yeah, Romania has always had some very good players. Of course, Hagi. You know, who can forget Hagi?
Mutu,
yeah, Mutu with his crazy antics. But yeah, well, Romania has been absent. It would be good to see them again participate in the big stages for sure.
What's the next group?
Next group, we have the Group E: Poland, Slovakia, Spain, and Sweden.
We have Swedish friends here, so Sweden.
Yeah, Sweden. You would have to say that maybe maybe
Well,
I would
Poland is good.
I would give it to Paul Zelinski, Lewandowski. I would say maybe Spain and Poland right there. All right, guys. Romania has Tatarusanu. Tatarusanu was a man of the match against. Tatarusanu did really good actually for Milan in the games he played.
Yeah, he's a goat.
All right, yeah, that game, Romania against that was 2008, Romania, Italy. That was a crazy game. And
Well,
then, guys, we have the group of death, which suits F. Group of F. France, Germany, Hungary, Portugal. So one of these, Portugal, Germany, and France, is not going to go through.
that's insane, man. What a group.
Yes. This is going to be a very interesting group.
It's like flipping a coin. I think this is gonna be the end of Cristiano Ronaldo, in my opinion. I think France and Germany are going through.
Yeah, France and Germany.
Yeah. I think Cristiano Ronaldo won the Euros 4 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. I know sponsors, they don't let him quit, but he shouldn't leave the national team on the high tone, you know. Winning the Euros and saying, you know what, I retire right now. Great run. I won the Euros with Portugal. But
yeah, I honestly, this is a tough one. Hungary is probably the team that has the least amount of pressure in the whole tournament. So I wonder if that's going to what that's going to mean. You'd have to assume France is not only the favorite of this group, but favorite of the what you call it, of the tournament. You know, they have a lot of depth. Mbappe, Griezmann, Kante, Pogba, Umtiti, Varane. It never ends. So, yeah, I honestly would have. I'm going to say France, Portugal, just to be different.
yeah.
Okay. Italy, Turkey, Belgium, Denmark, Holland, Ukraine, Croatia, England, Spain, Poland, France, Germany, and four best. Huh? What's this?
There is four best third that go through as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, these are all the teams that Eastbourne says are going to go through. Eastbourne, make a bet. Put money on this. Maybe if you get it right, you can.
I think is going to win it. England is going to win the Euros. England or a team that has the best defense. So I think the team that has the best defense that is not conceding a lot is Italy. So or England or Italy is going to win the Euros.
All right, guys, Laert got it 100% right when it comes to the Champions League. So the guy is on fire right now. So I'll take that. Either Italy or England, I'll take that. But I like it when Italy is more like no, Italy is not even gonna go to the group stages. I like it when people keep Italy on the down low.
Italy is solid. If they lose, they're gonna lose for penalties or like.
Yeah.
I hope Chiellini doesn't play.
Chiellini?
Yeah, I don't like him.
It's going to be either Bonucci Bastoni or Bonucci Chiellini.
I hope Bastoni plays. I like this one, this comment. To close the live, no?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Calabria is 23 or 24?
4.
So why Calabria wants a 4-year deal and not a 5-year deal? So I assume, being 24, if he signs a 5-year deal, he has to sign another deal at the age of 30, which is not gonna be an insane deal when you are 30 years old and you are right back, you know. But if you sign a deal of 4 years, at the age of 28, you are on your peak. 1 year before your contract expires. You are on your peak, so you can close your career with a bigger contract. Not close the career, but you can get your bigger contract at the age of 28. You sign a 5 years contract, you're not going to get your biggest contract at the age of 30. Simple as that. At the age of 28, Calabria, if he's playing the way he's playing right now, he can sign a 7 million a year contract with AC Milan and close his career. Or a 5 million a year contract for 5 years. So until the age of 33, he earns 5 million.
Are there any prices? Are there any numbers?
I guess
what
the double
Huh?
the double he's earning at the moment.
Is that for sure?
I'm not sure, but those are the numbers they're saying.
Oh, wow. Well, that'd be a great achievement for him.
Yeah, that's the strategy. You sign a, let's say he's gonna sign a 3.5 or 4 million contract, or 3 million contract. At the age of 28, he's gonna sign a 5 million contract, which is going to end at the age of 33. And at the age of 33, he's gonna sign his last contract with AC Milan for a 2 million a year, something like that.
Mm.
So his peak is at the 28 and 33. That's his peak, when he's gonna earn the most money if he plays well.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. That's why he wants a 4-year deal.
Yeah,
and not a 5-year deal.
yeah,
Like
makes
Harry Kane
sense.
signed a 6 years deal with Tottenham, and he's trapped in a contract that he cannot leave. No one can offer the money to buy him, and he cannot get more money.
Mm.
That's the situation.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Well, all right, guys. I think that is excellent for today. We did 2 hours and 15 minutes, spent a little bit of time. Today was just an open talk, open discussion about Milan, opinions, just answering questions. But the next slide we're going to have, it's going to be report based, and we're going to do open lines. So be ready for that. And guys, we're going to also watch out for videos coming out, content. We're going to have some more opinions regarding some players that have been linked to AC Milan. So please be in touch and stay tuned for that. Guys, please like, share, subscribe. I always forget to say that. Please.
And the notification as well.
Yes, and hit the notification bell. But if you're not subscribed, because I know that a lot of people that follow us that are not subscribed, so please just press that subscribe button. And guys, we had a great time with you too as well. We will see you again. Watch along for the Euros 100%. Eastbourne, I'm going to do a lot of content on the Euros, so we're going to definitely do that. So guys, please, one more time, like, share, subscribe. Let's do this for good luck. And where is it? Larson and Kaka Berkadze can have their hands on that trophy, then Krunic can have that on that trophy. So thank you guys, thank you to everybody. Arrivederci, ciao e forza Milan.
Forza Milan.